Well, Matt Robertson celebrating with the fans at the end there. We've waited a long time for this. Your emotions after that one?
Yeah, very emotional, and it was probably not over celebrating after 3 points, but it just felt right. It just felt right being back in front of the fans, and the numbers they've travelled in is absolutely phenomenal. I don't know what the figures were, but it must have been close to 1,000. And it just felt right. So you go with your emotions. I'm not normally big on stuff like that, but it felt right, and I just wanted to realise how much we appreciate them. So that was it, really good.
As you say, I don't want to go over the top, but I think it's something like 15 months, 16 months since they've been to an away game, so it's special circumstances, isn't it?
And that's how it felt, and you could feel it coming off from the whole game. Even when we went 1-0 down, I mean, our fans away are always fantastic anyway, but they just didn't stop. They just didn't stop. And it just, as I said, don't repeat myself, it wasn't, let's go and do it. It just, the emotions overtook, being back in front of fans as well, Doncaster fans as well, they were brilliant. So it was just, it just felt the right thing.
Although reflection is a big word for you, and you'll go away and look at it on Monday, your initial thoughts on the team performance, we certainly deserved that today, didn't we?
Yeah, I thought first half we were good. It wasn't a game of a lot of chances, but we had the key moments, there's no doubt about that. We had the 1v1 with Ayo, and we had some other key moments. He nearly got slipped in again where we just overhit the pass, and we were certainly the threat. I know they had a few corners, but we were certainly the team in the ascendancy. The disappointing thing is obviously how we started the second half, and that's certainly something we look at straight away. I don't think we were at our very best, or nowhere near our very best on the ball, although there were some good moments in the first half and some decent moments in the second. But we've talked a lot about the lads won't let me use the word, so how can I? Our youthful squad. So we got to learn quickly on certain things, and I said, these sort of games, a bit like Gillingham last year, when you have to dig in a little bit, although we wasn't under loads of pressure, they're so important. They're so important, and you can't be over purist about it, and they've got to understand that there might be games when everything seems very comfortable and you play great football, and there's others you've just got to dig in and come away with a result.
He's picked up where he left off last season, hasn't he? What a wonderful goal.
Yeah, and I put him under a little bit of pressure, because he's not in the under 18s anymore. At half time I said he's got to do better with his chance, because and he come up trumps and he's tucked it away really, really well. And I said the same to Maka as well. We signed him for his quality, and his set pieces in the first half weren't good enough in key areas when we've been in good places, and he's come and done that as well. And that's what quality players do. They do it when it matters.
They often say in football though that those free kick situations are particularly hard to execute. It was a real sublime finish, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's just been really clever with it. He's obviously seen a space, and he's just been really clever with the finish, I thought. So it was excellent. And we said to the boys about the goals we scored. Both goals, if I remember rightly, have come from creating a little bit of chaos on the edge of the area. You're not going to score perfect goals very often. And you look at when we went on our scoring run last season, there was some really good goals in there, but a lot of it come from creating a bit of chaos in and around the penalty area, getting bodies in there, and that's what we've done, and that's what we've got to keep working on.
And the team selection today, there was just one of our summer signings in there from the start, but perhaps the message that you've got to earn a place in this team, haven't you?
Oh, definitely, and the lads have joined us a little bit later. It was a tough choice in midfield, to be honest with you, but I went with what I went for a particular reason. But then obviously Aaron Presley has joined us a little bit later, and Henry's joined us a bit later. So you go with where you feel they are now. I thought Aaron though was excellent when he came on. I thought he was a real handful, but he was blowing after 20 minutes. But they'll be absolutely fine. As I said, they're going to have to adapt to men's football, and I'm absolutely confident they will very, very quickly, because they're talented lads. It's all about adaptation at the end of the day.